Good morning, everyone, and welcome to What's New Wednesday at Kimberbell. I'm Kim Christopherson, and if you are on Facebook or YouTube, you're watching What's New Wednesday, but if you are listening to the podcast, you're listening to Machine Embroidery with Kimberbell. No matter where you're at, I'm just so happy you're here, and we have a good show for you today. Good morning, Yvette from West Chicago, Illinois, and Valerie from Rochester, New York. Hi, Donna from Estero, Florida, and Cheryl from Laughlin, Nevada. Hi, Dawn from Wisco, Debbie from Illinois, and let's see, Bobby from North Carolina. Good morning, Kathy from Florida, Leslie from Texas, Cheryl from Good, Virginia, and Lynn, Jacqueline, Ossalie from California, Kathy from Ohio, and the list goes on. Good morning. Oh my goodness. I hope it's a great day wherever you are in this big wide world. We have so much to talk about. I'm so excited because today I actually get to introduce you to two more people, really creative ladies at Kimberbell. You're going to meet some pretty amazing women today. I'm so excited, but I'm going to make you wait a little bit longer to meet Shey and Kelly because we have some other things to cover first. All right, so what are we talking about today? Well, we do have a new background quilting design available today. It just went up this morning, and it is an all over clear blue tile design, and it is called Wavy. Yes, indeed. Simply put, wavy, and you can see why here. Oh, isn't that fun? It just looks like wavy ribbons. It would be perfect for any time of year. I love when we have things that are not necessarily themed according to a holiday, although of course I love those too, but something that we can use for just about anything is always fun to have in your library of background quilting designs. So check that out at kimberbell.com to find that clear blue tile design. And of course, if you have a shop who has an affiliate link, click through that. All right, let's go ahead and start with a little bit of Sew and Tell with Kimberbell. All right, you guys are in the spring mood, aren't you? Because there's so many spring themes happening right now on the Kimberbellas and Fellas. Let's take a look at a few of them. Well, actually, first, I want to show you a couple that just kind of quickly caught my eye because even though it's not the season, it was too stinking cute to pass up and show you. Look at this Yeti. Oh my goodness. Bonnie, she says, better late than never. My daughter made the Yeti. Oh, okay. Bonnie. That just made me smile from ear to ear. I absolutely love that. I mean, it can't get any cuter, can it? Yeti was like, it came out during Christmas time, but come on. A Yeti could be all year long. And how cute would that be in an Easter basket? Just saying. Could be really fun. How about these pretty and posh pouches? This one's from Charlene. I love the fabric she chose with those bees. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. She says this is her first one. Beautiful, Charlene. And then this one from Kathleen says this is her version of the posh. I love how you used the horse fabric there. Isn't it gorgeous in the background? And then she added a strap to her pretty and posh. If you're looking for pretty and posh, this is what you're looking for at your favorite quilt shop, in person or online. It's the Pretty and Posh zipper pouches. You guys are killing it with those designs. I love seeing those every week. Posted at the Kimberbellas and Fellas page. All right, another one that I'm seeing a whole lot of lately, and that's because I think, you know, with Easter around the corner, people are making them as Easter baskets. Yes, it's the Loves Me Not, K-N-O-T basket. Let's take a look at this one from Jennifer. She says she's in a boutique this weekend, so she made a few Kimberbell items to sell. Jennifer, I bet those sold like hotcakes. That is so cute. I love the fabrics you chose. Perfect for Easter. Let's take a look at a few others she did. Isn't that fun to be able to mix and match those Easter fabrics? Too stinking cute. Absolutely love it. And then she also sold some of those carrots and the felt cozies that she put in a cute little pot there. Love it. Best wishes on your show that you're doing. Everything looks fantastic. Okay, here's another Loves Me Not basket from Terry, and she used a more patriotic theme, of course, for summer, but really all year long. Really cute fabrics on that one. Let's take a look at this one from Joanne. She says, so easy to make. Made 4 easy peasy, great for anything, party, Easter, baby shower, put the plant in something special. Awesomely easy to make. Thank you, Kimberbell. Well, Joanne, that is just really, really darling. I love, again, this design makes for such fun fabric combinations, doesn't it? And I love that you can make it literally for just about anything. Easter, gifts, baby shower, you name it, like she said. Thank you, Joanne, for sharing that. And one more from Susan. She says, this is the Loves Me Not minus the knot, but she added the bunnies. Oh my goodness, the bunnies, the bunnies. Of course, that came from Digital Dealer Exclusives, which we're going to talk or show you a few more pictures of here in just a minute. But I love how you changed it up without the knot, but with the cute bunnies on top. Looks absolutely darling. This design comes from the Kimberbell Vault. So this is what you're looking for when you go to kimberbell.com, click on the vault. It says digital download, and it is the Loves Me Not KNOT basket. I actually just saw this morning, I didn't have a chance to grab it, but I saw someone else posted some baskets made with a Loves Me Not basket, and she used clear blue tiles to quilt it. So yes, remember that? Clear blue tiles, my friends. Look how cute that makes that Loves Me Not basket. There, we've got our little lollipop sticking out there. Really, really fun. So thank you. Keep posting those pictures. Can't wait to see more. Speaking of the bunny design, this is, of course, is from Digital Dealer Exclusives. So I pulled some designs today where people did something a little different with them. So let's take a look at those ideas to inspire us all. Mary Beth, she says, cute little bunnies in the carrot patch. She used the DDE, which of course stands for Digital Dealer Exclusives, to create a little 8-inch pillow. Don't you love that? I absolutely adore those little bunnies in a row, sitting on the rickrack grass, having the little pom-pom tails there. She made all the bunnies in a dark gray velveteen, and then of course turned it into a pillow. She did background quilting of the carrots in the back. Love all of it. Great, great job. Okay, here's another one where Karen made the larger size, because this does come in 2 sizes through a dealer that's participating in this program. And she made this one into a little mini pillow. So instead of a mug rack, it's a pillow. How cute is that? A darling. Okay, this one I loved because she used variegated thread. Let's take a look at what that looks like. Ooh, Melba, she says she used the variegated thread for the flowers and the bunnies. Yes, indeed. And it just, wow. I mean, it looks like little flowers, little tiny flowers, instead of it all solid white. That variegated thread just made those flowers pop. Absolutely love it. Okay, here's another pillow from Karen. She says, love the March Dealer Exclusive. She made the larger one and again made them into little mini pillows. Darling. All right, here's another one from Sandy. She says she decided to use the Darling March DDE bunnies on a tea towel, and she used the new clear blue tile Easter borders. She says it's always fun to try something new. Okay, Sandy, love it. Yes, see in the background of that tea towel it's actually the border from a new background border at Kimberbell. I absolutely adore this. I love that she used the little eggs going across that tea towel. That's one of the inner borders, the 1 or 2 inch borders that come with that file. And then the larger borders for that in that same download are for those baskets that she put in the background. Then she used Digital Dealer Exclusives on top in the forefront. Bravo. Bravo. I absolutely love it. If you're looking for this design, this one says coming soon, but guess what? It is available right now. It comes in 2 different sizes. Find your favorite quilt shop online or in person that is participating in this program. You can also go to our shop locator and search by those people doing digital dealer exclusives, and you can get that same design right now, today, from them. They do clubs, they do classes, they do all kinds of fun stuff. All right, let's take a look at a few more Easter themes, or spring themes, I should say, that you guys are working on. Laura says she brought her Easter decorations out this past weekend. She used the March DDE on a tea towel, and she said she loved the carrots from the Kimberbell vault. She says she got a little carried away. Oh no, Lord, no way. You can never have too much of this cute goodness, right? Let's take a closer look there, Laura. Oh, my friend, you did a great job. Absolutely darling in every way. Love that you put it in that bowl. So cute. Speaking of the carrots, a lot of you are making those carrots right now. This is from Eileen, and she says she's making good use of her Kimberbell tray. Yes, that is the metal scallop tray that so many shops are selling. It's the Kimberbell tray, and we use it for all kinds of things in our sewing room, out for decorations, and here Eileen is using it for her Easter decor. She did some orange carrots. She did some purple carrots. I love it all. And then, of course, that sweet little bunny mug rug in the background from, let's see, I think it was volume 2 of mug rugs. Anyway, great display there. The carrots come from the Kimberbell vault. Crazy for carrots. You can do this as a sewing version or a machine embroidery version. Both are available right there in the vault to download today. Pretty awesome. All right, look at this display. Ooh, Sharon, she says, fun with spring decorations. Did you notice the spring showers quilt in the background? Sharon, I absolutely adore everything about this picture. I love your spring showers in the background. I love how you took a vase that was shaped into the rain boots and put some actual flowers in there. And then, of course, your tray of carrots and the bunny. Don't you love it all? Sharon, this display is over the top. I absolutely love it. Totally inspired to do something very similar in my home. Thank you so much for sharing that. Speaking of that quilt, look at this. Michelle says, I feel like I'm always a year behind. Oh no, Michelle, you're a year ahead. Absolutely, you're a year ahead. Oh, hoping to finish this weekend. Just got done with the clear blue tiles. She loves them. She says it makes her feel all professional. Well, absolutely. That's what we love. I could only dream of actually quilting like that. Well, Michelle, you did it. You did it on your home embroidery machine. I love that you use clear blue tiles to do it. But look at spring showers. This was a design that came out a year ago. But oh my goodness, having it available now and doing it now, it's never too late. And it is just as cute as can be. If you're still looking for that project, it is a 40 by 40 quilt. We've done all kinds of things with the designs even beyond the quilt. But this is where it comes from. This is what you're looking for at your favorite quilt shop, Spring Showers. It's a book and CD set, and it just is too cute. In fact, speaking of background quilting, this is the border for that. And do you notice that the border, it has the little clouds in the inner border, and the outer border has all the elements from Spring Showers. Just too cute. Love it. Okay, and let's see. Finally, this one is another spring one from Patricia. She says she finished her One Sweet Spring today, and look how cute it turned out. Oh my goodness. Of course, this comes from the brand new event called One Sweet Spring. Shops all over the world are hosting this in person or online. And with that project also comes that cute heart hanger that you're seeing right there. That comes with the event. So think beyond the event itself. You're going to have a darling hanger to hang all kinds of other quilt projects on. But this is just too cute. You're learning all kinds of techniques. You're using all kinds of materials. You're doing dimensional carrots. all of it, you name it. While we're talking about that, I'm going to show you a little reel on One Sweet Spring and the details that came from this episode. Let's take a look. One Sweet Spring. Look how sweet that dimensional banner is. And if you turned it around and flipped it over, it would actually say Easter across it. All the fabrics, all the embellishments, the backing, the binding, the background quilting designs, they're all part of this One Sweet Spring. The cuddle fabric that we use to make these bunnies so fluffy and the chicks so darn fluffy, we also used a fun technique, the texture that's in that basket, and we also use that same technique and texture in the center of the flowers. A lot of shops would love to host you, whether it's in person or virtually. Okay, so I wanted to show you that for two reasons. One is because I wanted you to see, again, more up close pictures that come from that One Sweet Spring event. Again, shops all over are hosting this. It's not too late to find a shop doing it. So go to our shop locator, search through the events, and there you can find those shops that are hosting that. But what that was that I just showed you is what we would call a reel, okay? A reel. And there's a couple of people here. This is a great segue into introducing you to two people behind the seams at Kimberbell. Yes, I said seams, SEAMS, that make like these amazing videos and photo shoots and reels like this, a recap of what's new, a former What's New Wednesday. They make it possible. I want to introduce you to them today. It's behind the seams. Let's first take a look at our little intro to that, and then I'll introduce two special ladies. All right, welcome everyone. Please welcome, give a big round of applause, thumbs up, hearts, hellos to Shey and Kelly. Hi guys.
Yay.
How are you this morning?
Great. Good.
Good. Shey, you got the memo. Wear the sparkle.
I did what you asked.
Shey is all about the sparkle at Kimberbell. We know, like, when Shey walks in the room, she's either got a glittered hat, a glittered sequiny jacket, eyes, you name it, right? Shoes. Why do you like to sparkle, Shey?
Oh, it like goes back to like as long as I can remember. I have pictures of as a child with big jewelry on. I don't know. I was just born this way. I just like glitter and sparkle.
Sparkle and shine and happiness is what Shey exudes, which I think makes her such a fit for her role at Kimberbell. Shey and Kelly, go ahead and tell everyone what is it you do at Kimberbell? How long have you been here? All the details.
Okay. I'm on the marketing team. I'm a video editor. I've been here for 7 months and I make reels. I did not realize that's what I would be doing. I thought I'd be just video editing like tutorials. So I've got to really use my creative side.
We're going to talk about reels here in a minute. So she does an amazing job on that, and so important for a lot of reasons. So we'll talk about that. Shey, what do you do?
I am the photo and video stylist. So every time we have a new product coming out, I get to plan all the things to make the photo and the photo shoot happen and the commercials that we make. And it's so fun.
Yeah, you're busy.
Yeah.
We just had a full day photo shoot, video shoot, you name it, yesterday. And this girl was just all over the place in a good way. You know, I mean, it's not like you were like going crazy. Maybe you were. I don't know. You kept it cool, calm, and collected. But she just has this vision of what looks good, what is the pretty, what she wants to bring out in these kinds of video shoots and stuff. I think we become known in the last 5 years or so of creating, yes, absolutely beautiful product, but also beyond that, how to showcase that. And that's what the two of you get to work so hard on, right?
Yeah, it's so fun.
So fun. Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't believe that before you came to Kimberbell to work that you actually sewed, quilted, or machine embroidered, right?
I just sewed pillowcases crookedly. That's
Okay. Awesome. I like that. Hey, well, that's fine. But you have grown, you have an appreciation for the beautiful, right? What have you learned from this experience of what you do at Kimberbell so that the public out there sees the potential of it?
I feel like it's been amazing just to see how many fans there are of quilting and creating all of these projects, and how they support each other and how they use their creativity to change things. It's been really amazing just to see it's unlimited how many projects that they could really do.
Yeah, and Kelly, you've even gotten your girls involved in it too. You've come to sew nights.
Yes, I've taken 3 out of 4 girls for sew nights, and we just were there last week asking when we can do it again. Love
That's
it.
awesome. I love hearing that. And I love seeing your girls at sew nights because they're young and they're seeing what mom does at work, and they're interested, right, in all the creative stuff.
Independent, and now, I mean, it just took them a few directions, and now they just do it on their own. And I get confused on the steps, and I can't even help them because they just are cranking.
They just go.
Yeah.
I love that. Shey, what about you?
I think it's been really fun to see the delight and the joy that people find in what we get to do here. It's really sweet to see how happy it makes people. Like, they just connect really well with it, and it's fun to know that you're helping put things out into the world that are going to make people feel so happy to have in their life.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, one of those things that I want to mention, of course, is our most recent product, Shout Hooray, because you both had pivotal roles in that. In ways you might not expect. So, of course, Shey, she was part of that. She was one of the brainchilds, right, of putting that video shoot, that lifestyle shoot together. Shey, how did you decide when we say, okay, here's a Shout Hooray pillow, here's some of the thoughts behind it? What goes into that process for you when you're saying, okay, well, there's so many different ways we could do this? What happened with that video shoot? We're going to show it here in just a minute, but tell us a little bit more of the background of that.
Well, something that I have absolutely loved about working here is our team. I think that we have so many creative minds, and I think that, like they say, 2 is better than 1. It's just like everybody brings their ideas, and then we all talk about them together, and then like one idea leads to another idea. And so I definitely don't have all the credit at all. Like, it's such a team.
It is.
And so we talk about that. And then, so usually we kind of collaborate and come up with a direction, but then I get to figure out how to make that happen. So I don't know if that entirely answers your question, but we had kind of narrowed in on what we wanted to do. And then I get to come up with some of, I guess, more of the intimate details of making that happen, and that's really fun. So
yeah, well, this one in particular was really fun because maybe some of you saw it last week. I'm going to show it again this week because I want you to notice a special actress in there. Our Kelly right here. You'll be like, wait a minute, I've seen her before. Yes, indeed, she was the mom in this. And you roped your husband into it too. How did he feel knowing that, like, when you got hired, he was also going to be an actor?
Oh, we had no idea. And I was shocked when he just said yes. I didn't convince him or anything. He was just game. And so, we were glad.
He's such a good guy.
At a weak moment, we caught him.
He is such a good guy, Kelly. Good job there. It's fun because the two of you are on this set and you go from the process of having a baby yourself and then watching that baby grow up to then her having a baby, the circle of life, right?
Yes.
Tell me about, we're going to show this here in a minute. So I want people to take special note that Kelly, her youngest is 7 years old in real life. And yet you needed to be pregnant for this video shoot. What did you guys do for that?
Oh man, the outfit changes. Shey and I had to figure out what would fit over this inflatable belly that she found. And it was wonderful because I would come out from changing into a new outfit and we had so many other workers just going about their day and their jaws dropping like, what is going on in this office? So
there's a very lovely, like she said, an inflatable stomach, and
we had to I think we just had to let a lot of the air out. We're like, that looks.
We had to get
really
it to the right.
big.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, and you didn't have the morning sickness, which was nice.
That was wonderful.
She just had the pregnancy glow. That's all.
I had a makeup artist. She did my hair. It was such a maybe a better experience than the real ones.
Oh yeah. You didn't have all the hormones cause all the tears, all the stress.
The swelling. The swelling wasn't
losing
there.
her hair. She didn't have cravings.
Well, you were a darling pregnant mom, and then the timeline goes towards you being older. How did we get you to have a little bit older of a look?
Oh, our makeup artist, she did so great. She would put my hair up really elegantly, and she did put on quite a bit of makeup, more than I've ever worn before. So we zoomed in, and maybe one of the reels I make, I really will zoom in, and you'll see that she'd find all of my wrinkles.
All the wrinkles.
You don't have to do that.
I noticed when I showed it last week, some people commented, oh, that mother never ages, but maybe it was just not zoomed in enough, right?
Yes, that's true.
Well, you age beautifully anyway, Kelly. Okay, well, if you're wondering what this video is all about, I want to show you guys again. Of course, this comes from the Shout Hooray bench pillow that is out now in stores. We could not be more excited about this. It comes with this letter board that you can change up the celebration that for the pillow for any time of year or any time in life, as you'll see in this video shoot, directed by Shey, starring Kelly and her awesome husband. Let's go ahead and take a look. love that so much. Hallie says, stop. This is too cute. That's what we're going for, right, guys?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that's so fun. You know, I was telling the audience last week, it kind of like gets me choked up because I'm becoming an empty nester now. And so I'm seeing my kids going through these stages in life and it just goes by so fast. And that video just reminded me of that. Way to go. Okay, so that is of course our newest product, but Shey, tell us what one of your favorite projects you've ever worked on at Kimberbell has been.
Well, I just have to say this. I was just talking to a friend this morning, telling her, like, I just love my job so much. Every day when I wake up, I just feel so happy to go to work. It's just so much fun. It's such a blessing to me. So one of my most favorite ones was North Pole Tier Tray, which was about a year ago. It was like last April. And it was a real big to-do.
It was. Tell us some of the details that came from that, because I'm going to show the video here. You know, shops might be doing North Pole Tier Tray this summer for like Christmas in July, or if they're not, you're going to want to find a shop doing North Pole Tier Tray.
Yeah.
So get it on your calendars because it's amazing. But what went on behind the scenes to make that video shoot happen is pretty incredible. Go ahead, Shey.
So I'll share a couple of the fun details. One of the things, we had a letter organizer that I had actually found on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
And we just find things where we find them and painted it up and got a billion envelopes and stuffed them and even had little stamps made for them. And I labeled a lot of them and we had to stuff this thing full of Santa's letters. In the video towards the end, there's a little conveyor belt that we're really quite proud of because it was just a piece of cloth and somebody was moving it really slowly where you couldn't see them.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, you're going to have to go back and watch.
I am.
That, you know, our thought, it doesn't show this, but our thought was like this is the conveyor belt at Santa's workshop and everything's dropping into his bag. But we needed all of that. Like we had event kits and like stabilizer up on our conveyor belt going into Santa's bag. And we needed them to stand up straight and not fall over. So we got canned food and we taped it to the back of those things to stabilize it. And that's what held them up.
That's the beauty of photo styling, right? It's like whatever you have to do to make it work so it looks good in the picture.
Yes.
But if you were to like remove all the other elements, you'd be like, oh, it was canned food, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. It definitely is. Maybe, you know, you look at the world a little different when you know that people are doing things like this behind the scenes.
Right.
Like we use thread a lot to hold things up, like prop things up.
People, you were telling me people sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes people, we had to hold a mailbox up once. And so somebody was just laying on the ground on their stomach. You can't see them, but we do what we got to do around here.
Absolutely. You got to get it right. You also, I mean, you had like Santa's wood shavings from his workshop.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure people saw us trying to get the wood shavings. We're like, what are those crazy girls doing outside? Passers by. We had somebody had a wood planer, and there was Brielle, who no longer works here, who I love so much.
Yeah.
She's amazing. So we were out there this one day. We were outside trying to use the wood planer on this wood that wasn't meant to be shaved. And anyways, it was hard. So then we found somebody else whose brother-in-law works at a wood shop, so we could use his wood shavings since we didn't get the ones. But we tried. Yeah, we tried.
Well, and then you had the sweetest little elf.
We did have the sweetest little elf, Andrew's daughter, and
Yes.
She was adorable, and she was so excited to be there. And I was helping her like tie the ribbon in her hair. Her mom had curled her hair, but then Andrew brought her to work, and you know, Andrew has many talents, but tying ribbons in his daughter's hair is not one of them. So I was helping her tie a bow in her hair, and then I don't remember, I had glitter with me, And I
Of
was
course.
like, do you want to wear, yeah,
Yeah, shocking.
staying on brand here.
Yeah.
So I was like, do you want to wear some sparkles? So we put some on her cheeks, and it was just, she was like so excited. And then Mrs. Claus had to have some too. So they both had a little
So
glitter
you're
on
like
their
the glitter
cheeks.
fairies.
Yeah.
You had the
Yeah.
most perfect Mr. and Mrs. Claus for sure. I mean,
They were so,
of course they were it, right?
they were,
They're
and
perfect if they're the ones.
I know.
True.
And our little elf was just convinced that's who they were. And they were really adorable together.
Okay, well, we have to show the video, right? I mean, come on. This is just too cute for words. I know you're going to love it. You're also, if you've ever seen it before, you're also going to love watching it again, knowing a little bit more of the background behind the scenes. Let's go ahead and take a look.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and morning was coming. Mrs. Claus was a-stitching, her machine softly humming. A plump mini pillow was stitched with great ease. She'd give this to Santa. He loves his cookies. 3 sizes of pine trees delightfully green were made in the hoop of her embroidery machine. And herself as a stuffy? What darling design! Wait, is this how she looks when she's viewed from behind? The 2 tiny parcels she might have liked most, with one for the tree and one for the post. Yet where should I put them? She says in dismay. I've made so many projects I want to display. But what to her wondering eyes should appear? Santa's made her a tear tray. The jolly old dear. So with 12 new designs all merry and bright, happy Christmas to all. And to all a good night. Attend Kimberbell's 2-day machine embroidery event, North Pole Tear Tray, and receive the event project kit straight from the North Pole.
I could watch that video over and over again and see something new every time. That is the sweetest. And then at the end, I just noticed, I've seen that video so many times. At the end, I just noticed Santa is sleeping in the background.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't
he's
notice
holding a
that.
teddy bear.
But the conveyor belt, I did notice.
Yeah, the conveyor belt.
Yes.
Oh, Shey, that was awesome. And yeah, and shout out to Brielle, who's now a full-time mom at home, but they both made that possible. And oh, it was just the best. That was one of my favorite videos I think you've ever done as well. Really nice job on that. All right. So, Kelly, tell us more about what in the heck is a reel.
Well,
This was new terminology to me too. So anyone else who's wondering about reels and why they're important, tell us.
yes, I had to look them all up. When I was first assigned a reel, but they're a vertical video, and they're usually 20 to 30 seconds long, and they're made for just different social media. So on your phone, it just looks nice.
Okay.
And so I've made reels for every product Kimberbell has put out since I started about 7 months ago.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And you also do reels for the recaps of What's New Wednesday, right?
Yes, I enjoy that because then I get to watch What's New Wednesday. Where a lot of my coworkers, they just like are so busy working. I'm like, I will update you because I know I'm a follower.
Yeah. I don't know how you take a 1-hour show and put it into 30 seconds.
Yeah, I don't either, but I have so much fun. And I feel like you say so many fun things that I could just make a great video out of all the happiness that you put out there.
You're sweet, Kelly. If you're wondering about a reel, yes, you probably seen them on social media. We post them on Facebook. We post them in our stories. Where else can you find them? Instagram,
YouTube. We're on Facebook, TikTok, everywhere. Pinterest.
Oh my goodness.
Whatever comes up, we will put our reel on there. Put it everywhere.
A couple of fun ones. I mean, you do them, like I said, What's New Wednesday, all the new products, digital dealer exclusives, just those quick 30-second reels that capture just the essence of what is being shown or talked about. Do you have any favorite ones you've ever done?
I love the St. Patrick's Day one that you showed on What's New Wednesday, where I take the gold coin and I flip it up in the air.
Yes.
And I remember I had to like move the fall leaves away.
Yeah.
And, like work on, and I had to find like the grass that was the greenest, just because we're always shooting these not during the season.
Right.
And it was funny too, because none of my kids I could have flick the coin that well. I had to try to find gold coins at the grocery store, which luckily Winco always has them. So that was a really fun one. And the music was like, out of the norm, what I usually find. So
that's so fun. So yeah, then there's the music on top of that. You got to figure out just the right music. I'll tell you, some of my favorite ones that you've done that I've seen have been from the 12 days. Was it the 12 days of Christmas? 25. Oh, not 12. It was 25. And why was that?
That was really fun. That quilt is so interactive, and so it was really easy to film. And I had to use my hands, which I wish I would have had like a hand model, but
you have beautiful hands.
Yeah. Thank you. So that was busy because I was turning those out really quick. So that, because the countdown, we didn't have planned that far in advance.
Yeah.
So once we had figured it out, I had to get going on it quick.
Well, you would never know it because it turned out phenomenal. You had 25 days because it all was based on the Cup of Cheer quilt. And so every day they would zoom in on one part of that quilt and then highlight a product or design or something that would kind of coordinate with it, right?
Yes. And Jasmine, who has been on this before, you guys met her maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago. Yeah. She was the brain of that whole thing. She told me exactly what to do. So I was really grateful that she just held my hand through the whole thing. I just had to splice it together.
Yeah.
But really, she came up with it all.
Can we take a look at a couple of them? Because I think they are so cute. This, of course, comes from Cup of Cheer, but this is what we would call a reel. And like Kelly said, it's anywhere from 20 to 30 seconds. Let's go ahead and take a look at a few of them. That is so fun. Let's take a look at another one from day 9. All right. So like you see, just quick snippets of things. And you've just got to hone in on what is the wow factor of each thing, right, Kelly?
Yeah, just bringing a product to life. And on the digital dealer exclusives, those especially, I had to think up a story around a lot of them, and then you have to tell it in a very short amount of time. So there's a lot of pieces, and the music always tells a story, like on those Christmas reels you just showed, like just you want to encompass the feeling of it.
Yeah. I think the music helps with that too, doesn't it?
Oh, definitely. And that sometimes I'll listen to, I don't know, 30 songs. I'm like, this shouldn't take so long. But once you find that right one, it just clicks.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Oh my gosh. I'd be listening to them over. I would be thinking, okay, what is the next one going to sound like? What's the next one going to sound like? It would be tough to narrow it down. Wow. Okay. So as we close, I want to show a couple more things that you guys have done, because just honestly, like, to everyone out there, you have to know, everyone has to know, you have to know how grateful I am, how grateful we all are for your talents, Shey, for bringing these things to life, and then Kelly, for your talents, for then capturing it and bringing it out to everyone as well. I mean, you both are amazing people, and really good human beings too. I might add. Let's take a look at, again, one of our most recent product lines, because both of you, whether it was the lifestyle video shoot from Shey or the reel from Kelly, this is all about Oh So Delightful and how you can envision it in your room. Did you see the comments that people were making about that?
Saying that,
So
yeah.
nice.
That is
So
the
nice.
sweetest. If you're listening to this, I want to read a couple of comments, because I know you're not seeing them on the screen. But Valerie says, your videos, let's bring this up. Your videos make us want the product and do it. You inspire us. And then Shelly says, your team is amazing, a key to Kimberbell's success. You make us want to experience the joy of creativity. That makes me so happy. I hope that just made your day too, Kelly and Shey. That's awesome. Okay, let's take a quick look then at the reel that came from one of the many reels that came from Oh So Delightful as well that Kelly worked on. Wow. I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay. Oh, we switched screens here. Awesome. Well, you guys, thank you for everything that you do. I hope you'll go back through and read the comments afterwards, because people love you so much. And, I'm glad you're enjoying what you're doing. And thank you for then exuding that joy out to the world so everyone else can enjoy it as well.
Oh, thanks. We love it.
Hey, Kim, can I just say something real fast?
Yes.
That people might think is fun. We're on the set here for an upcoming product. So that's why we have pumpkins behind us and fall behind us for something that's coming out soon.
Oh my goodness. Yes, the fall quilt. I guess we could tell you what it's called.
I didn't know if we could.
Falling for Autumn is coming out soon. And my guess is that with snow outside, you've got to be kind of creative at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Kelly mentioned earlier, they're doing things in different seasons, but they are creative. Thankfully, they always make it work and always make it work so beautifully. Kelly and Shey, thank you so much for being my guest today.
Thanks for having
Thank
us,
you.
Kim.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh my goodness, aren't they awesome? Oh, I just love those ladies. And yes, they come from an amazing creative team. It takes a village, someone mentioned, and yes, I couldn't agree more. It takes a village. So I'm glad I got to spotlight them today. And I hope you enjoy these behind the scenes segments. I'd like to bring a whole lot more to you as we go through What's New Wednesdays and Machine Embroidery with Kimberbell. All right, as promised last week, I want to share a quick tip over the next weeks and months on using clear blue tiles. So this is my really quick 30-second tip today on centering your designs. Now I have videos on how to center your designs, center your clear blue tile design, but here's my quick tip. If you don't have like one of those plastic grids for helping us center it, if you don't have like a laser or a camera feature on your machine to laser it, of course, this is the product I'm talking about, clear blue tiles. But I would say start with the largest hoop you have, or a larger hoop than what you need, and then you just eyeball where you need to center it, and then you can shift your needle. This is what I'm talking about. For example, if I wanted to center this design, you know that we use the clear blue tiles to mark them with, right? This is the design that I started with last week. Oh, hold on. Lost my pen here. Okay, I'm back. You find the center and you mark it with your clear blue tile, right? I'm going to make this even larger. If this was my center right here, I would never make it that big, but that's where I want my needle to drop, okay? What I could do is I get a larger size hoop than what I actually need, and then I put my 3 layers in, my backing fabric, my batting, let's see, here we go. My batting in between, because I'm making a quilt sandwich, and then my top. I don't use any stabilizer. I just eyeball this where I think about the center would be, this big blue dot in this instance, right? Here we go. And then once I put it on my machine, I can shift my needle to land right on top of that dot. Drop my needle, I'm good to go. All right. So yes, you can, there are so many different ways to find the center of your block, but that is my quick tip for clear blue tiles this week, is start out with a larger hoop and find the center that way. You don't have to have any kind of special tool or special machine to do it. So there you have it. Of course, to find all of my tutorials on clear blue tiles, let's have someone from Kimberbell post a link in the notes on finding all of them. You can also find them on YouTube at Kimberbell Designs on YouTube. Search clear blue tiles, and there you'll find it. All right. Okay, a couple other quick announcements, and then we'll get to our giveaway. Mark your calendars for March 30th. Is that next week already? Let me look. Oh my goodness, I think it is. Next week, it's next Thursday. Join me and Ginger and Deanna for our new little show, if you will. We have a name for it. It's called, drum roll, please. It's not called drum roll, please. Drum roll. Yeah, you got me. It's called Inside the Hoop. Inside the Hoop. We came up with a name for that show, and it is going to be referred to for here on out as Inside the Hoop with Kimberbell. And of course, again, that's myself, Deanna, and Ginger. We're going to give you our tips and tricks and ideas and inspiration for what to do with the brand new item on the Kimberbell website called Life is Better in Full Bloom. Let me show you a picture if you haven't seen that yet. Life is Better in full bloom. It is an instant download. So if you haven't gotten it yet and you'd like to join us for that show next week, this is what it looks like. Life is better in full bloom. Oh my goodness, look at those pieced roses in the center there. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about our tips for that. We've got all kinds of other fun things to show you of what we made with this beyond the project itself. We're going to be talking about the background quilting that you see there and how to do that on your pillow, and just have a whole lot of fun. It'll be about an hour. If you can't make it live, of course, it's always recorded. So we hope you'll join us. Again, that's next Thursday, March 30th, 2023. And you can find it on Facebook and YouTube. It's going to be aired. It's going to be a live show. So join us at 12 noon Mountain Time next week, March 30th. Oh, it'll be a whole lot of fun for Inside the Hoop with Kimberbell. All right. The next thing I want to quickly mention is that, of course, we have our podcast, and we would love for you to find the next installment. It's the third and final installment of our special episode on how Kimberbell got started. So that's at 11 o'clock Mountain Time that it's going to air today on any of your favorite podcast platforms. We already did parts 1 and part 2. Join me and Ryan and I today at 11 a.m., just in like 3 minutes, to find out what's the third part of the story of how Kimberbell came to be, where we are today, what our future is, all that kind of good stuff. And if you've been listening all along, thank you for caring and being interested. We love sharing our story with others. So check that out. And then, of course, any of our prior What's New Wednesdays, you can find on those podcast platforms as well. Now, while you're there, you know what I'm going to say? I would be so grateful, and we at Kimberbell would be so grateful if you wouldn't mind leaving a review. You can star it. We would love your 5-star review if you feel like this is worth your time listening to and you've enjoyed it. And then also, if you wouldn't mind leaving an actual written review. Excuse me, I'm all choked up. No, just a little frog in my throat. There. Leaving a written review, that would certainly help us reach more people as well. So this is this week's featured review. It comes from someone called Rockets Boy. So thank you, Rockets Boy. This person said, I've listened to the extra podcast while walking, and I can't tell you how much more I enjoy my walks. Well, that is very nice. You've given me something to look forward to each week on top of my What's New Wednesday. Thank you, and keep them coming. Well, thank you, Rockets Boy. I really appreciate your review. And thank you, everyone, for subscribing at your favorite podcast channel, which could be Spotify, it could be Apple, it could be Podbean, Google, you name it, it's out there. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, everyone. Now, are you ready for our giveaway this week? 3 people are going to win. Let me show you what you're going to win. We're going to put these in your Kimberbell library. They're all digital. And let's see. They're all things I talked about today through Sew and Tell with Kimberbell. So I want to give 3 people this bundle. Let me share it with you. First of all, the Loves Me Not basket digital download. That will be put into your digital library found at kimberbell.com. If you win this week, you're also, in addition to that, you're going to receive what we talked about, the Carrots, Crazy for Carrots digital download. And finally, you're also going to receive the background border quilting for spring showers. Yes, all 3 of those digital downloads will be given to 3 different people just for making a comment in this video, wherever you find this video, under this, just right below the video. Here's the question. What Kimberbell project has you thinking spring? Easy enough, right? What Kimberbell project has you thinking spring? And you could win the Loves Me Not basket, the Crazy for Carrots, and the background border quilting for spring showers. Put that in the notes, and we will draw a winner, as always, this Friday and announce it on our Facebook pages. All right, everyone. So you can comment again wherever this video is found. So leave a comment at YouTube or Facebook or Instagram. If you see it, that's where you place the comment. All right. Let's see what you're saying. Kathleen says spring showers is my favorite. Carolyn says the bunny cutie. Heather says spring showers quilt for sure. It's been sitting on my shelf and I need to get it. Heather, this is your sign. This is your you can do it kind of thought. Yes, get it out and start working on that. Just a little bit every day is all it takes. And before you know it, you'll have it done. Let's see. Debbie says, carrots, carrots, carrots. I just love the super big carrot video. Time for carrots of all sizes. Yes, absolutely. Let's see. Suzanne says, once spring has me thinking spring. Also, life is better in full bloom. Yes. So many fun spring things happening right now, right? Go make them. Go download them. Go find them at your favorite quilt shop. Find them online. It's all there for you, all to experience the joy of creativity. Thank you for joining me today, everyone. Thank you. A big shout out to, our whole team at Kimberbell, but especially today to Shey and Kelly. Thank you for being my guests again. I really appreciate you guys. Watch for all of their videos and their reels. Now we all know what they are, and their reels in the coming weeks. And anyway, have a great day and keep experiencing the joy of creativity. Bye-bye.